Forward Dave Steigerwald leads Bucknell as its all-time leader in three-point field goal percentage and is number 2 in the Patriot League. A two-year starter, Dave averaged 10 points a game as a senior and made a team-high 56 long-range shots. Quite an accomplishment for someone who played with his back to the basket while in high school and home in Chickashinny Lake.
It was a little bit of an adjustment coming into Bucknell as a freshman because I played with my back to the basket for so many years that I wasn't the biggest player on the team when I came to Bucknell. So it was a great challenge for me because I always did enjoy playing, facing the basket more than with my back to the basket. And I look forward to the challenge and worked hard every day at becoming a better ball player. And with the coaching staff, they did a great job with preparing me to play the position that I would have to do to help this team the most.
Prepare to start a unit that really is that, both on and off the court. It is very difficult to see them go as both players and as friends. The 5 of them have etched themselves into our memories and the annals of the Bucknell basketball history books with outstanding careers on the Davis Gym hardwood.
Freedom. Well, another area men's college team playing very well of late. Bucknell University's in first place in the Patriot League. And although the Bison had an 8-game win streak end Saturday at St. Bonaventure, Jim Cole says they're showing no signs of slowing down.
If he's open, let's hit him and punch you right down there, okay?
Bucknell coach Pat Flannery is 30-something, but has the experience to lead the Bison into battle. The former Pottsville star coached Lebanon Valley to the 1994 Division III National Championship. Flannery's winning style is simple: force bad shots and take good ones.
But our philosophy plays into that in that you mentioned shooting percentage. And the shots that we get, where we get it, we're structured to the point that we know who's supposed to be taking them where. And that comes from unselfishness. From the defensive end, it takes hard work to be able to keep a team to a scoring average or a percentage. You have to be a smart ball club. And one of the things we count on is that we have very intelligent kids. And so as a result, we're able to run a lot of different things. We're able to keep people off balance. Maybe we're not as quick or maybe we don't jump as high. But we shoot the ball pretty good and we play pretty tough defense.
Bucknell's blue-collar approach is the reason why they're the best defensive team in the Patriot League, but they're also the best shooting team in the league, and that's where Dave Steigerwald steps in. The former Northwest area star is shooting 40% from three-point land.
Out on the perimeter, shoot the ball. Definitely got to go to the boards and rebound. And it's not a big role, but just got to fit into the part of the team. Any combination can play with. And the best thing about the team is if one guy's having an off night, anybody else can pick them up. And we don't need a star on this team every night to go out and have 25 or 30. We play together. That's when we're playing our best.
7 different players led the Bison in scoring and rebounding in a game this season. That's a combination of teamwork and hard work. Keep that up, and Bucknell might get the invitation they're looking for.
We've been thinking about it since we were shooting in our driveways as little kids. We want to go out and go to the big dance, go to the NCAA tournament.
And it's all within reach. Jim Coles, Newswatch 16 Sports, Lewisburg.
On the subject of college.
That would have been in at the end of the half. We had some funny combinations, but played good basketball here. There's Dave hitting a 3 off a stretch on the break. Inside, you can see they're pretty powerful, and they just throw it up, and a lot of times they go and get it. Basketball looking for each other. Here's a stretch by Sekou to Dave. They tried to trap us up the court and realized they were going to have trouble with that later on. And then that was the key to us staying there with number 5, Palmer. As he gets going, they get going, and he's really powerful. He puts his head down. Sekou didn't just lose that basketball. He got raped pretty good with it. But, we battle there. You can see the kids. We hit a 3 there. And we had some opportunities even right to the end here when you'll see the clock will change.
Bucknell would fall behind early. Mark Luking would get off to one of his.
You had to have the combination because they're gonna scratch and claw you. They play very hard and very physical, and you better be up for the task.
One of the things I thought was very key in this victory was you had 7 players with at least 6 points in the scorebook at the end of the game.
Yeah, and again, just I believe that's the real strength of this ball club. Is the way they do distribute it. And as you said, David had a big first half. Gordon played an outstanding game and hit some big shots for us. And there's another 3 by Dave. You don't get those kind of looks, Bob, without really taking it at them inside, though, and that gets a chance to open up your perimeter game.
And the perimeter.
Steigerwald, who we'll see really go nuts in the second half. Dave's been shooting the ball well for you.
He's been playing very well. Dave had that injury early in the season and missed the first few ball games, but his outside shooting has helped us a great deal in the last few games.
In the first half. Let's take a look at second half highlights. Again, we'll let the first 10 minutes go by of the second half.
As we look
now
at
down
second
20.
half highlights, Dave Steigerwald got hot early and hit a few threes. And, Coach, classic case of just being down a little too far at the half.
Yeah, I think we were down too far, but we obviously had an opportunity to come back, Bob, and we didn't take advantage of it. I thought we got off to a poor start in the second half, and that created a great deal many problems for us.
The highlights we're picking up are midway through the second half. Chris Simpson on the drive. He had 15 points. You get it down now to 11, and you force a 5-second call, one of a couple.
Yeah, we got it down pretty well, and I thought we did a pretty good job with our full court pressure. But if we had come out with the same kind of intensity early in the ball game, I think we would have never come to what it did.
Bucknell back with the ball, trailing by 11. Chris Simpson inside penetrates, misses the shot. Brian Anderson, who had 19 points and 12 rebounds, gets Bucknell back within 9. But Navy again goes to Conan and Hall. And
he had both arms pinned, and he made the shot some way, which cost his three-point play.
Dave Steigerwald's made 9 of his last 12 shots from three-point range after sinking only 1 of his first 9. He hits 1. He's going to get another one right here, and right now you're scrapping back, down 8. You can get another turnover.
Well, I think we had a chance to cut it to...
That's a case where, you know, we only found out the day before that Brian wasn't going to play. But again, it goes back to, you know, guys have played quality minutes, and we've played, you know, with and without almost everybody at some point in the year, whether they're, you know, whether they've been.
It looked like you just put the pedal to the metal right here and got it up to 10 or 12 in a hurry.
It seemed like we got about 6 or 8 points there real quickly, and again, fresh legs, and you can see we're moving the basketball very well. We're screening. There's a nice drive by David, left-handed, and he comes back again and beats him again down the lane. So I think at this point we're a little fresh, and we're going at him. We're playing. There's Tommy Welsh in there, good hands, and here we go again. Started by defensive pressure.
And Bucknell, just to be, look, as you mentioned, the fresher team looks the quicker team, and again, moving the ball very, very well. Gordon comes up for a jumper off the dribble, and you shot 73% in the second half. I think that's a season high.
Well, that's certainly a tremendous percentage, and it always goes back with any kind of statistics, you know, what kind of shots were you getting, and you saw in these highlights right here, 5 or 6.
Strong inside, and here we're going to see a couple of shots by Dave Steigerwald. Oh, this was intelligent basketball. He gets the 3, and gives him the same look, and drives inside.
Excellent. He pump fakes on the next one and goes around him, and that's something he's been doing as the year goes along. Because we talk about how teams are going to scout us, and they're going to say, don't let 32 shoot the basketball.
The first half, and Coach, first half I thought played out very much to be a great team against a very good individual. Rob Feaster had all their baskets until about 5 minutes to go in the half, and you guys had just great distribution of our points.
Yeah, I think we surprised them a little bit. I think they find us. They're trying to trap. We're doing a good job of ball reversal and really hurt them.
How does Sekou Hamer have 4 assists but only no turnovers against a trapping defense like that? To me, it seems a very impressive statistic. Perfect ball movement.
Well, they came out with a good game plan. They were going to take the ball out of our hands, and we reacted well. And then as the game goes along, Bob, when you're trying to do things you're not normally used to doing, or you're down and you're trying to get back in it, I think sometimes kids' concentration wanders, and I think they kind of lost some of our players.